Hi, welcome to the LGBTQ review with me, James, and this is Beth. We look at LGBTQIA plus content, and this week we are talking about the Untold Tales of Armistead Maupin.
No, that's what I do. This is for Nadine, right? And Olin.
Yeah. Thank you. So happy to hear that you're writing your memoir. I await it with bated breath.
When that shit coming out?
17. I'm just delivering it.
Typical of anything that Armistead is involved with, Tales of the City. This is a classic. And like a classic, you can pick it up at any time in your life and get something different from it that's just as powerful and just as meaningful. And you laugh and you cry and you feel close, you feel intimate. And that's something that everyone craves.
The Untold Tales of Armistead Maupin is the 2017 documentary celebrating Armistead Maupin, who wrote some of the most beloved LGBTQIA+ literature in Tales of the City, which is like a serial that was released in a San Francisco newspaper.
It was directed by Jennifer Crute.
What else has she done?
She's done 4 films, most of them are documentaries.
It documents his childhood in the South. He was raised to believe that he was from like a righteous bloodline, and his dad was a lawyer, and he was quite strict, and they say he had problems with segregation, but I mean, that's just, he's racist, and then that's how they brought the kids up.
He says now you would call him like a white supremacist. Yeah, that bit's so weird when they start talking about, because it's just not a world that I've ever encountered anyway, but like talking about like bloodlines and stuff it's very like odd, and like alarm bells ring, what's going on now, sorry.
He joined the Navy and he went to Vietnam, and he felt conflicted about what he had to do there, so he created with other veterans, a program where veterans go back and build houses, which led him to be invited to the White House and meet Richard Nixon, which he was very proud of, as was his father. And the whole time he was like repressing his sexuality. And then when he was 25, he had sex for the first time and got a job writing on a newspaper and moved to San Francisco, which was much more gay friendly, and you could be like openly gay there. And in the documentary, he talks about when he moved there, how he had started to have sex with lots of different people, and this made him more liberal, which I think is a really interesting thing, and not like a perspective that you often get to see. So eventually he started writing Tales of the City, which was about all the different diverse characters that there were. And he wrote it as a serial in the newspaper. It came out 5 days a week, and it's full of like LGBT characters, and it helped him come out. So he came out to his parents with a letter in the newspaper from one of the characters.
They saved the letter for like the last bit of the film, and they get all the people who are talking heads in the film to read it, and that's very, very nice. And Ian McKellen is reading it on a plinth somewhere in front of a crowd. That's really good.
One of the directors of the newspaper, they did have a chart like homo and hetero, and they could only have 30% homosexuals at any one time.
Also had a trans character, which was great.
There was more than one trans character, but like one of the main characters was trans, Mrs. Magical, which he didn't write overtly to start with, so he let the readers love her as a character first, which is really smart.
And there's also his relationship with Rock Hudson, which was controversial in that he outed him at the end of his life. How do you feel about that?
It's horrific. I couldn't believe that he'd done that. He outed him as he was dying from AIDS, and he was his friend. And also, it's not like he wrote it in something he was writing. Like, essentially, he sold that story to a newspaper.
Yeah, my feeling was, like, that's not your story to tell. But within the framing of the documentary, like, don't make it seem as horrendous as I felt it was.
I think they do. It's just then they get on with everything else.
It's really, really sad when he's talking about that he thinks that he might have AIDS, and he like goes to his doctor and it's like, there's like 2-week waiting period. And he's like, yeah, we all thought we had it, and we all thought we were just going to die at some point. And he goes to his doctor, and his doctor's like, I can't tell you. I can't even say if I have it. It's like, oh my God, this is horrific.
So eventually Tales of the City was made into a TV series, which was aired on PBS, and the documentary presents it in a way I want to talk about in a minute, but we should probably talk about what it is first. It stars Laura Linney and Olympia Dukakis, who is from Cloudburst that we reviewed in our youth. I really like that bit with Olympia where she's talking about meeting a trans person for the first time. Very honest and self-reflective in a very intelligent way. And you sort of worry to start with, like, where is she going with it? And then she gets there and you're like, yeah, okay, you're still good.
I think that was the best bit of the film.
Yeah, I really like it. I really like that. She's great.
Laura Linney looks the same age as when she's in Tales of the City.
I think, much like Carrie Fisher in the first Star Wars, when she's young, she looks like she could be 19 or she could be like 34. Laura Linney seems great too.
She does.
In the documentary, they say that PBS made it and it ran for one series, and then there was this massive backlash because it was showing gay relationships and drug use, and there was nudity in it. Like, there were some bums in it.
Whoever had a problem with the series, they made like a supercut for Congress, didn't they? With all the best bits, or like the most salacious bits, with the drug use and sex and everything. Yeah, that's funny.
Then they stopped it and they didn't make any more. I wrote down as I was watching it, that's so weird. I feel like they made more of it. It's had such a big cultural impact, and I just feel like I've seen more of it over the years. And then I googled it and I was like, well, they did make more of it. Channel 4 made it and PBS showed it for one series, and then Channel 4 kept making it in 1998 and in 2001. They kept making sequels to it. You think, okay, so they're doing it like it's just for America and they're talking about how sad it is, but they get like Laura Linney. It's just mad. Like, they get the people that are in it to be like, yeah, and it just had one season, and that's sad because I think they would have made more. You were there. You were in it. They made more.
I rate this film 4.5 suspenders. I really enjoyed his suspenders they wore. I think he had different ones as well, but he had some really great like dark blue ones.
I will rate it 4.628 Barbary Lanes. That's 4.628 Barbary Lanes.
So that's what we thought. Let us know what you thought. Let us know if you have any suggestions or recommendations. You can follow us at LGBTQ_review on Twitter, and like and subscribe if you like this thing. Yes?
Yep.
Bye-bye.